Blakely gifted, but has had to battle injuries his entire career.
Yeah, a true warrior.
Yeah, the thing with Blake is that he's evolved his game so much, he is a total credit to how seriously he takes his craft. It just makes you wonder what could have been, that's all. What if the player we see today had the athleticism of peak Blake? I mean, could you imagine that, Hornet?
Well, I've got a very poor imagination, Hank, so no, I could not.
That is an excellent point. All right, changing gears. Think it's time for some power rankings. Who's moving up? Who's moving down? We'll talk about it after a quick break and some tunes. More Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex coming right up.
We're the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And tipping us off here, a terrific performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And in our game tonight, we've got the Chicago Bulls against the Orlando Magic. Checking out the Magic. More than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings. Making their mark and playing well. One thing we're seeing, Kenny, certain teams that started off hot are now falling by the wayside.
Man, that happens every year, Arnie. This is nothing new. No surprise. Everyone does it. The league catches up to them at some point.
You know, after teams adjust to you, you have to adjust back. If you can't, shows you weren't all that to begin with.
Ah, very true, very true. Here's Kevin Harlan as we get ready for the tip.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Bulls. On Saturday, the Atlanta Hawks come into town. That will tip off a homestand for them. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And for the matchup with the Jazz, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Aaron Gordon is progressing as a shooter. He said, what I've done is connected my three, my pull-up, and my free throw. They're all the same shot now. I'm going to keep trusting my skill, and eventually it'll all come together. With my motor, I feel like whatever I'm doing out there, I can just keep going and going. Kevin?
Tremendous athleticism. Thanks, DA. We don't see this very often, Clark, but tonight, 2 teams that really thrive in the half court.
Yeah, and you know, they can get up and down, and we'll see them do that some, but they much prefer, Kevin, simply to grind it out.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the 1 spot. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Doc is out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. Tip-off goes to Orlando. Here is Doc. Outside Gordon. Over in the corner, Isaac. Fultz the pass to Doc. Down low, here's Gordon. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Right side, Porter. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Here's White. Puts up a 3. And Vucevic pulls it down. Now, here's Isaac. Tight defense on him. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
Levine with it. A 38-point game for him in the win against the Pistons in Detroit. Carter outside. Outside, White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic. An offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
And so here is Chicago after the Magic pick up 2. And the Bulls with another miss.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Hey, and we all know Gordon's a terrific jammer now. He loves throwing it down.
And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves. Terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale. And that's something he's continued to develop in the pros. A response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Isaac passes to Doc. Now here's Fultz, defended by Carter. At the elbow, it's Gordon. Orlando moving the ball around. Lets it go from 11. Unable to get that one. So the Bulls, their last game, a win against the Pistons in Detroit.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Now, here's Isaac. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. Back to Vucevic. The pass to Isaac. Here is Doc. White covering. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Fader on the way, and the basket is good. That's now 8 points for Aaron Gordon.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Zeller comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Fournier is checked in for Doc. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Porter. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Zedaransky subbed in for White. Markkanen inside the line. And the Bulls with another miss. Magic leading by 8. Gordon deciding where to go with it. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the first. Fournier for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. On.
Now, here is Young. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pistons in Detroit. Will it go? Markkanen trying to break loose. The Magic have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. That one goes. Count it. Gordon's got 10 points.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
And, Greg, the first time you face a team in the season, that's when you're looking to take that mental advantage. Demonstrate you're better, and that could make it easier down the road.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Hutchison. Here's Satoransky. He gets it in there.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
Here is Augustine. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. And it's Gordon missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Satoransky gets the bucket.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
No good that time. And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen for the Orlando Magic. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Fournier and Gordon on the wing. Mohamed Bamba is out there with Zeller, and it's Carter Williams in at the point. That's who's out there for Orlando. Chicago shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
That free throw good for Markkanen. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
A nice shot by Zeller. Zeller's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Satoransky, the pass to Young. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Carter Williams. Fournier's shot is off. Here's Hutchison. Sweet little floater.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Orlando leading by 4. Carter Williams kicks to Ross. Passes it to Zeller. Orlando moving the ball around. Top of the key, Fournier. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ross. Rebound by the Bulls.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And Young slams it home.
And you know, when he gets that close, Young is going to finish with a dunk.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic last season, his son Philip was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball." I think he will. Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Cody Zeller, his level of activity is really contagious. I mean, that's what I love about his game. Excellent hustler on both ends of the floor. And he does a lot of good work just by staying active.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And with Zeller and his activity, you see it on the glass as well.
Yeah, you look at Zeller, and he's a guy who really doesn't do anything great, guys, but he does everything really well. And to have a big guy like that is really valuable.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Chandler Hutchison. Levine's checked in for Valentine. And it's White in for Satoransky. Carter, the pass to Levine. Floats one up, and it's good on the way in.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
You look at Levine, he'll be a starter if things stay the way they are now. He's sitting at the 4th position in the Eastern Conference voting.
And I hope they do stay that way. He's been so good this season. It really would be a shame if he missed out on a spot in the starting 5 for the East.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. Oh, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
Free throw good, Levine. And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever. Because there was no allowing you weren't allowed to go to a workout. Teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today.
Pass to Young. Back to Levine. Outside, White. Porter against Murray. Porter, no luck. Orlando leading by 3. Poked away. Back the pass to Fultz. Over Levine. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Yeah, and you know, it's important that Fultz continue to develop his in-between game because he knows when to pull up.
Levine for 3. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
You know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
And, you know, the Magic last year, they hired Steve Clifford as head coach. He's known for his defensive systems, and they allow the 5th fewest points in the league, and they're 6th in block shots. So defense clearly much improved for them.
Gordon's checked in for Murray. And while we've got a moment, let's check out the best defenses in the NBA. Number 1, the Magic.
Great defenders both individually and collectively. I mean, you can tell they really love accepting that challenge. They can stifle you at that end of the floor.
Gordon finds Vucevic. Orlando moving the ball around. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Boy, just a perfect, I mean perfect shot fake from Vucevic.
Orlando shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
Guys, we haven't seen the type of numbers out of them at the line that we'd come to expect, especially after last season.
And that one misses.
You know, he was the 16th pick in the 2011 NBA draft, and Vucevic became an All-Star for the first time in 2019. Took him a while, but he got there.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Doc. And he sinks the second. 52 seconds left in the second quarter. White dishes to Carter. That one falls.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And Augustine kicks to Isaac. There's the pass to Fultz. Outside Gordon. A 3-ball. Offensive rebound. Vucevic throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr. The Magic shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And that one misses. Bulls trail by 3. The dish to Levine. For 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Boy, Levine is a solid shooter from downtown, guys. The defense has to honor his shot from there.
It's all tied in Orlando. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots. We're trying to stick to our concept, so we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and, just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Taking a look at the Bulls, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's White in at the point. He gets that one.
The nasty handles of White, just so gifted at putting on a show with moves like that.
Here's Gordon. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Chicago leading to the paint. And then Carter with the dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here are the Magic now. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul. Evan Fournier's checked in for the Magic. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Now here's Fultz. Not a lot of room. Here's Vucevic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
And Vucevic enjoys throwing his weight around now. At 260 lbs, he's really good at finding ways to get to the line.
Clark, you look at the defensive metrics for Nikola Vucevic lately, very good. And yet, he's been considered a liability at that end. So, in your opinion, which is it?
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I think it's a blend, quite honestly. The analytics say one thing, but in this day and age, the way the game is played, big centers are typically challenged from a mobility standpoint, especially trying to defend fleet-footed perimeter guys in pick-and-roll situations and in space. To Vucevic's credit, he's worked hard at becoming better, trying to be a better rim protector and recognize where he needs to be early on with anticipation. So he's making progress, but it's a blend in my mind.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. Clark, we're seeing a lot of shooters drawing contact. They have that art form down. They know exactly what to do and how to position their bodies, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, Kevin. And I don't know if anybody's any better than James Harden, in part because he's so skilled with the ball, but he's a really thick, strong, agile guard, which makes him hard to defend without fouling him. And he's really developed that ability to seek contact in a legal manner. And I don't think anybody does it any better than him.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
I like what Levine gives you, Kevin. Both the quickness and length. Tough to negate once he builds forward momentum.
Passes it to Doc. Fournier in the corner. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Magic making a switch here. Wamba's checked in. The Bulls also changing it up. Denzel Valentine comes in for Porter. And Satoransky's subbed in for White. It's stolen by Fultz. And here we go. Fast break. Fultz has got it. Here's Bamba. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Levine deciding where to go with it. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Here's Satoransky following the basket by Evan Fournier. It's stolen by Fultz. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Fultz with the ball, and they take the lead. Fultz has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Fultz is an absolute blur in transition. Excellent at running the floor and getting to his spot.
Markkanen down low. He's against Bamba. Markkanen can't get it to go.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now here's Fultz. He's got 6. Here's Vucevic. That one doesn't go. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
And you look out there at the Magic, one of the taller teams in our league.
And, you know, that's a philosophical bent for the front office. They want long, athletic players. Draft guys with great length and then develop their strength and skill level. And I actually kind of like that approach. Have a philosophy, stick to it, and be true to it.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the Magic broke a 6-season playoff drought. Nick Vucevic was the franchise's first All-Star in 7 seasons. It's been a long rebuild from the Dwight Howard era. We'll see where the team goes from here, but Kevin, they're happy to just be playing games that matter night in and night out.
All right, thank you very much, David. They grabbed their own miss. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Markkanen. And here is Valentine. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now here's Satoransky. Guarded by Fultz. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Satoransky.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
So for the Magic, Zeller, he's checked in for Vucevic. Ross comes in for Doc. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Young's checked in for Chicago. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Markkanen. Satoransky against Augustine. With 1 on the clock, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Magic. They're up by 2. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Terrence Ross is out there with DJ Augustine. Then it's Cody Zeller. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Gordon in at the 4. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now here's Gordon. Pass to Zeller. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Ross knocks down the 3 ball. Ross has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Orlando.
Man, I like the 3-point stroke of Ross. Gets it off so effortlessly. Man, he's got 2. Oh! Oh, man! Well, we know Levine has the hops. That time showing off the creativity.
Augustine passes to Gordon. Zeller trying to free himself up, and it's Gordon. That time on the assist by Augustine. And the Magic lead by 5. Pass to Porter for the 3. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Chicago.
Well, you look at Isaac, and all you think he needs to do is add some weight. And he's got terrific skills and a promising future.
That's good from Isaac. The 6th pick back in 2017. 6'10" Jonathan Isaac out of Florida State. Greg, what have you seen from him?
Came in somewhat raw. Potential as a rangy defender. Offensively, though, still a ways to go.
And Orlando making a change here. Carter Williams is checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, you know, he's still listed at 6'10", but when you see him standing next to teammates, guys, Jonathan Isaac is clearly taller. By the time he's done growing, he's projected to be a 7-footer or north of that.
Deep 2 from Ross, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Offensive rebound. Hutchison passes to Young. To the inside. Tries again. White, good.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
And Isaac doesn't want that 7-footer label, something we've seen before with guys like Garnett and Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I agree. There are a couple of things that go into that when you talk about guys not wanting to be listed at 7 feet. He grew up playing on the perimeter and still has an attachment to that part of his game. And then I think there's also the feeling if you're listed at 7 feet, you're going to get stuck inside. But even more than that, folks tend to look at you differently when you're a 7-footer because you appear to be out of the norm in a major way.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Vucevic, he's checked in for Orlando. Markelle Fultz comes in for Ross. Chicago also making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Young. And it's Markkanen in for Chandler Hutchison. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the timeout, I listened in on Jim Boylan's huddle. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Carter Williams with the bucket. And it's an 11-point Orlando lead. Take a look at the NBA. Who's the best, you think, Clark, at controlling the defensive glass, getting the missed most shots and getting their offense back in gear?
Yeah, I think even though he's a bit undersized, he does a great job. Draymond Green, not only does he rebound the ball defensively, but he also can ignite the break because of his ball handling and passing ability. Giannis Antetokounmpo does a great job on the defensive backboards, as does Joel Embiid.
Knocked loose, stolen by Markkanen. And Porter, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And when Porter is committed to finishing, there's no stopping him, looking absolutely determined on that drive.
Carter Williams feeling it out a bit. And the pass to Isaac. Outside Gordon. The Magic getting another chance here. Vucevic the pass to Gordon. Not going to go that time.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
There's a minute left in the game. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Orlando.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of Game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in Game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Aaron Gordon.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Now Carter Williams. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Valentine grabs the board. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be. And the Bulls with another miss. Now here's Carter Williams. And so it's Orlando winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldrin, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Give me a second. You take care of the fans.
Sure, no problem.
Go ahead. Gotcha. Oh, gotcha. What's your name? Gotcha. Have a good one.
Yo, Che.
What's up?
I want you to meet Chris. He trains a lot of our guys in the offseason.
Oh, I know Chris, man. I follow you on Instagram. What's up?
Big fan of your game, Che.
For real?
Yeah, gotta respect someone that stands up for what's right.
Hey, I appreciate that, man.
So look, if you ever want to get in the gym, just hit me up. We can get to work.
For sure.
You got a lot of trust in Chris, all right? Use him. He's a good resource.
Will do, man. I'll take you up on that.
Appreciate the trust, Coach.
All right, guys.
You're listening to Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex. Back in a bit for more on your Orlando Magic.
Have you or someone you love been injured, municipal, motorized, scooter accident? Do you or someone you love suffer from emotional and physical distress as a result?
Shake it off.
Then you should contact the law firm of Checkett, Crawford & Stern today to learn how you can protect your rights and recoup substantial benefits to help manage your injuries. Checkett, Crawford & Stern specialize in class action lawsuits against municipal transportation agencies. And we're here to help you get back on track so you can lead a healthy, fulfilling life. Once again, you or someone you love has been injured in a municipal motorized scooter.